Next, the pair arrives at a decorated skee-ball machine, complete with crop circling around the goals.
Ever played one of these before? Do you know how it works?
Tess shook her head.
It's a real test of skill, not luck. You've got to focus for this one.
At the end of the long ramp, several slots were arranged across a blackboard. Plastic corrals surrounded each hole, with point values painted on.
Don't worry.
I don't know what it was about that sentence that got me
I don't know.
so tripped up, but
Don't worry about aiming for the big money. Go for the easier shots that you know you can make.
Summarizing both his game plan and his life philosophy, Joe readied himself for the game to begin. 5 plastic balls were dispensed near his hand, and he picked one up, getting a feel for the weight. With a bowler's dramatic flourish, he sent the first call careening up the ramp. It bounced off the lip, nearly landing in the 30-point zone, but instead bouncing back into the 10-pointer.
Dang, close one.
Both of Joe's next throws missed, while the 4th one landed in the 20-point zone.
Alright, this is the last one. Need at least 20 more points to win a prize. Think you can cheer me on?
How do I do that?
Whatever feels right to you, kiddo.
She thought about it for a moment, then Tess stepped forward and awkwardly reached up to pat Joe's shoulder twice. Good luck. Joe stared down the 20-point hole, channeling all of his focus and concentration. He pictured a crosshair in his mind, pinpointing the exact point the ball needed to land. He stepped back, practicing the shot a couple of times. Then, with a solemn nod, he stepped forward and threw. The ball went wide, missing the target by a number of inches and instead rolling into the 10-point zone. A series of red lights and disappointed trombone music reminded them that 40 points was not enough to qualify for a prize.
Well, you can't win them all.
Sorry, I guess I'm bad luck.
Jesus Christ. No.
He struggled once again to think of something mature and adult-like to say. But what can you say to a kid who was having such unkid-like thoughts?
Why don't you give this one a shot? Here, I'll hold that.
After accepting the UFO plushie, he ushered Tess towards the game. She stared up the target area. Since Joe wanted her to try, she would try. Without bothering to get a feel like Joe did, Tess made her first shot. The ball whizzed over the ramp and sank neatly into the 20-point zone.
Nice going.
Shot 2 landed in the 10-pointer, and shot 3 was another 20. Even though shot 4 was a miss, Tess was guaranteed a prize. On shot 5, Joe came to stand behind her, crouching down to see the hit from Tess's level.
Alright, last shot. You can go for something safe, like another 10 points, or you can aim big and try to double your score. What's it gonna be?
Tess threw the ball, not caring too much about where it landed. The ball sailed over and cracked against the 50-point zone, but didn't make it in. It ran down between 2 other slots and then finally disappeared into the 40-point hole.
Woo, go Tess!
Once again, Joe whooped and hollered in celebration, trying to have enough enthusiasm for the 2 of them. But after Tess had accepted her prize, a t-shirt that was 3 sizes too big for her, she didn't look any happier.
What about now? Heart racing, blood boiling.
Still no. Still not determined to give in, Joe led them on to the next game.
Now this is sure to make you feel really this is sure to make you really feel alive.
It was a shooting range game with a small laser gun attached to the tether. Several feet away, cardboard aliens that where varying degrees of grotesque would pop up with targets stamped across them. Is he insinuating that the only way to feel alive is to kill?
Sure. Yeah, I guess.
Easy as pie. You aim?
Joe closed one eye and raised the gun up as he leveled it at the target.
Wait for it.
One of the high-value cutouts, an especially hideous thing with purple skin and horns and tentacles, was due to pop up any second. The moment it reared its ugly head, Joe pulled the trigger. But just a second later, it disappeared again, Joe's shot having gone wide and missed. Sighing, he placed the gun back in the holster.
Well, I was never much good at these. But I bet you can step up there and show an old geezer like me how it's done, right?
Am I gonna start having to, like, act like I'm old around children? Now that I'm, like, 20? How old are the trio? Are Joe and Maria?
I'm gonna ball them around, like, 2022. 20 to 22. Because, like,
yeah.
Marina's 18, Amber's 19.
Yeah. So they're probably a bit older than that, but not by that much.
But... yeah.
Yeah, I'm not ready to call myself an old geezer just yet.
Wordlessly, Tess stepped forward and readied the toy gun. When the targets first started to move, she began firing lazily, her motions shaky and random. But as fate would have it, her shots were finding their marks. Not everyone landed, but many did. With each hit, there was an accompanying sound effect to add to the hype. Well, if there had been any hype to begin with. Tess fired with the cold indifference of a hardened criminal until the timer ran out. She didn't even bother to check the score, and simply accepted the prize that was thrust upon her, ready to be forgotten. Joe extended a hand, offering to carry some of the burden. He loaded the UFO plushie from the first game up onto his shoulder, giving Tess an easier time. The two of them headed away from the shooting range, finding a spot to sit down near an empty stairway. Joe put the prize in Tess's arms to get her attention.
I reckon you've got one of the best records of anyone here at this con.
Yeah, but I'm depressed, so it doesn't mean anything.
Yeah.
If your sister were around, I'm sure she'd be chomping at the bit to find a way to make some money off of that. What about you, though? Did you have a good time?
Tess was quiet for a long moment, which Joe took as a good sign. If she had to think about it, then the answer couldn't just be an easy no. Then she pulled out her cell phone, staring down at its blank screen as it might have better news. Maybe a message from Marina. Nothing. Had Marina forgotten her after all? The girl staring back at her from the pristine glass looked like a stranger. Other people are having fun. You're having fun. Why can't I have fun too? The quiet solemnity of Tess's question took Joe off guard, even though he knew he should be used to it by now.
Well, that's because...
He racked his brain, hoping to stumble across something poignant to say. There's something wrong with me, isn't there? It wasn't even a question, just a statement. Joe sighed and just put what he had hoped was a comforting arm around Tess's shoulders. This is going to be harder than he thought.
When are the groups gonna collide again? It's been a lot. It's taking a lot longer than I was expecting.
It's gonna be eventually.
Yeah. What if they just never meet up?
It's gonna be eventually.
Tess
Like,
never gets to see Marina. It's just really sad.
but instead gets closure
Yeah.
on the fact that, like, depression.
Marina and I showed up to Sweet Tooth bright and early. Me, as awake as ever, Marina still complaining about just how early it was. It is. Shit. When we knock on the door, Cassie swiftly lets us in.
Wow, I kinda didn't expect you guys to really show up.
I like her casual outfit.
Yeah, me too. When Amber sets her mind on something, there's no stopping her. You two are both lifesavers, honestly. I've been here for a few hours already.
Are you running this thing solo?
Yep, just me. My recipes, my decorations, all of it's mine. I should have dumped some of the stuff days ago, but you know how that is. What are we making, candy? Nah, the candy's all finished. We're gonna make crispy rice treats. Come on, we'll use the main kitchen.
She guides us through the dark store. I guess we
I say Amber first.
Okay.
Amber first, just so that you could, like, get more lines in.
Okay.
Make sure you guys wash your hands.
The sink that she points us to is as deep as a kid's swimming pool.
Ever made these before?
Nope, never. You?
Tons of times. I'm a pro at these.
Oh, really? Do you eat them all by yourself?
I wish. They're crowd pleaser when you got a family full of little kids.
So what you're saying is I should leave it all to you.
No way. You're the one who signed us up for this.
Hey, it's just helping out a friend. Marina shoots a glance over at Cassie, who's prepping materials and not listening to us.
A friend?
Her voice is a hiss, barely audible over the running water.
Amber, you've known her for like 2 minutes.
Amber has a type, people she's just met. I'm surprised by Marina's reaction. Making desserts and getting paid in candy, it should have been the most Marina appealing activity possible. Plus, I've never met
But
anyone.
she's your girlfriend.
Plus, I've never
Don't
met.
you? She's so dense.
Yeah. Plus, I've never met anyone Marina wasn't willing to chat with. That's about how long I knew you when I let you into the RV. Marina pauses, mid-hand rub.
Those are like totally different things.
Sorry, I thought it'd be fun for us both. Marina sighs.
Well, it can still be fun. Come on, Cass is probably wondering why it's taking us so long to wash our hands.
I feel bad that Marina's not having a better time, but I don't get why. This would normally be right up her alley. I'll try to be extra nice to her to make up for it. We join Cassie at the lawn counter and put out on the clear plastic gloves that she hands us. She's doling out supplies, pots and pans, utensils, ingredients. There's already a few pans of stuff boiling on a stove.
Thanks again for helping us out. Seriously, I mean it. Let me know if there's anything I can do to make it up to you. Once we're done here, I can drive us to the con. Does that work?
I glance at Marina, who shrugs. Sure, beats having to park the RV at the casino.
An RV, huh? You met while driving? I guess there's a good story in there somewhere.
To find out more, read Highway Blossoms.
It's kind of an unbelievable one, like, really. If someone told me it happened to them, I'd think they were lying. Okay, now I've gotta know.
A few months ago, did you ever hear about this journal?
And then they played Highway Blossoms.